Hi, my name is Klaudia. I'm an AEB 3341. This is my sales call demo where I'll be playing the role of the Regional Account Manager for the Gainesville, Florida territory for Shadow Health. And I'll be selling to my friend here who's going to be playing the role of Anna M. McDaniel, the Dean of College of Nursing at the University of Florida. And I'll be selling her our digital clinical experience, which is a training program for nursing students to enhance their learning experience. And Ms. McDaniel today is looking to increase the academic performance and develop the critical thinking skills and prepare her students for clinical courses and a clinical environment. And so today's appointment was set up on the phone a week ago when we spoke, and it's made to demonstrate how we're going to bring these benefits to her. The objection strategies assigned to me are agree and neutralize and boomerang, and my closing strategy is special deal. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi, Ms. McDaniel. I'm Klaudia. It's so great to meet you.
You too.
All right. So I know that when we spoke over the phone, you mentioned that you were heading out to your niece's soccer game. How did that go?
It was great. I really like watching her play.
Oh, great. Yeah, my sister, she actually plays soccer too, and I love going out to her games. It's great just watching those girls have a great time on the field.
It really is.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So I know that you keep very busy being the dean. So would you like to go ahead and get started?
Yes, please.
All right, perfect. So I just wanted to give you some more background information on my business and my position. So Shadow Health is a startup that launched in 2011, and we've since expanded to an office space downtown. We're all over the nation now and have even expanded into Canada. And we sell an interactive digital software that enhances the learning experience of nursing students. And I believe that we share the mutual goal of wanting to transform healthcare for the better. And so just a bit about me. I graduated from UF with my marketing degree in 2011, been with Shadow Health ever since, and I'm now the regional account manager for this area. And we've actually partnered with other Florida schools like FSU and UCF, and you can see the list of all the great schools that we have the chance to work with right over here. And so now I would just like to kind of get a feel of what it is you're looking for. And I know that the College of Nursing has some great objectives, so I'm just wondering what it is you need to attain those.
Well, we're always looking to further improve the nursing school as a whole. The healthcare environment is constantly adapting, as I'm sure you're aware of, and so we just need to make sure that our graduates are up to date and with the pace that the healthcare field is improving. So we really want to improve their performance with diagnosis and interaction with the patients. And we'd like to measure this through improved scores on their national licensure exams.
All right, so it sounds to me as if you're looking to provide your students with a kinesthetic learning experience in which they're applying all of the knowledge they learned in the classroom, and through that, they are able to excel in a healthcare environment. Would you agree with that perception?
Exactly.
All right, great. So from that, I believe that I can start to identify the benefits that we can provide for you. Would that be okay with you to outline those right now?
Actually, I'm a little concerned with the feedback aspect of your product. Is that okay if we go over that?
Yeah, actually that's a great point to bring up. I was actually planning to go over that a little bit later in the presentation. Would that be okay, or would you like to discuss it now?
No, that's fine. Carry on with your presentation.
Great. So I believe that our digital clinical experience from Shadow Health would greatly suit your needs. And basically, it's a training program that your nursing students would use. And a primary feature of it is the ability for them to fully engage in an interaction with a virtual patient. And so students, when they use this program, they start off by typing any question they'd like pertaining to the patient. And depending on how they write it out and what they've expressed, inquired, and discovered, the patient responds verbally. And throughout the program, they're taking all these different kinds of actions. And in each of their steps, they're deciding what to do. It's completely up to them. And it's much easier to see in action. So I have a little bit of a segment of a video prepared for you.
Oh, great.
And so you can see here, you start out just with an interaction, and then eventually you're getting into the process of the assessment, and you type out your own questions, and your students will be making critical decisions along the way. They are choosing every little thing that they're going to be using, their tools, the movements, all the way down to just checking the pupils. And so you can see it's very intricate, and in that, your students are forced to increase their creativity and how they think. And then students that are able to think critically, they tend to test better, and they're able to attain brighter employment opportunities upon graduation. And UCF actually has publicized this benefit in their own college after using this program, as you can see here.
Great.
And so, would you agree that Shadow Health's focus on interaction leads to better critical thinking in students?
Yes, I believe it lead to that.
Great. So now that we understand how we utilize interaction to push your students to get to that level, would you like to procure the software for them today?
Actually, I need further clarification on how the program will provide me with sufficient value. I've discussed other offers with Clinispace and iHuman, so why should I choose Shadow Health over the other competitors?
You know, I'm glad that you bring that up. Clinispace and iHuman, I can see how they would pull you in with their original prices, but the thing is, Shadow Health actually will provide you with more value in the long run. We do that by providing you with another great feature, which is our ability for immediate feedback. And so you can see in the video here, it's saving everything that the student is doing. Every single interaction with their patient is saved onto the system, and the faculty has the chance to look at every interaction they make, and through that they can see mistakes that are being made and which concepts they're really grasping. So they are able to hone in on what they need to teach better, what needs to be reinforced, and through that they're saving time and that the learning process is sped up. And in addition to that, they're saving a lot of money by not having to spend the extra money that they did in the past on study materials and tutoring, because they're already getting this so efficiently done through our program. And Alcorn State University has publicized about this benefit in their students, and they've discussed how their faculty's transparency into the learning of the students has allowed them to review their teaching skills and what to demonstrate better to their students. And we can also see the numbers behind this in our value analysis. I know you're concerned about the alternatives. So you can see here that Clinispace and iHuman, they require the students to purchase extra tutoring and study materials, whereas Shadow Health, that's no longer necessary. So we have $0 spent there, unlike Clinispace, like how they're spending $1,000 just on study materials in 1 year. And another addition that we provide for you is that Shadow Health only requires a one-time purchase payment. So yes, that $16,000 looks like a lot at once, but it's not spanned over time, or it is spanned over time. And so instead of paying licensing fees every year like the alternatives, it's just one time and you're done. And so you can see in the long run, you're actually gaining more value through Shadow Health. And so now that you understand how our budget can be spread across things like healthcare research and how you're going to be saving time, would you agree that we're actually providing you with more value in the long run?
Yes, we definitely could use a more spread out area in things like research, so that is very appealing to me.
Great. And so you also agree how there's more value in the long run through all that?
Oh yes, I do agree. The original price is more balanced, and I can take in that that is a much better deal.
Wonderful. So now that we've analyzed how this product purchase is going to save your college money over time, would you like to provide your students with this learning tool today?
I'm feeling a little bit better, but I do still have some concerns that need to be addressed.
Great. I'd love to hear and discuss those.
Well, I see the potential, but I'm hesitant to make my decision due to your company's lack of experience.
You know what? I believe that that's completely right. I see how there's a concern on how we've been around for under 5 years. And when I was a UF student, I wanted my dean to make his decisions with my tuition with the utmost confidence. So I think you're completely right in wanting to do the same. But the thing is, I believe that our novelty should invoke excitement rather than skepticism. And that's because instead of having to rely on outdated practices that have built up over time, we must rely on the constant flow of ideas. We're having to be creative. We can't play it safe, and instead we're working to always bring something new to the table. And you can see how this has contributed to our growth, and that the numbers of our staff have increased exponentially in just this short time. And we've had to already go to a larger office space, and we already have a global market share of 3%, and we expect to be at 30% in our 4th year. So do you believe that our novelty is actually beneficial to you and that it constitutes a stronger vision?
I do see that now, yes. But I do have one more thing that I'd like to clear up. So you pointed out that unlike the alternatives, Shadow Health only requires one purchase rather than the yearly purchases. I'm concerned about this for the future development of the product. Our professors are constantly learning and training, and they can't be bound to a software that they'll actually outpace over time.
Okay, so from what I understand, you're concerned that a one-time purchase is going to cause our technology sophistication to eventually lag behind the alternatives?
Correct.
All right, so I think that you're right in that as well. A one-time purchase could lead to limitations of the software. But with us, to combat that issue, we offer updates each year at about 30% of the original price. And so we have a great programming staff that's committed to the development of our software, because we do not want to see your faculty or your students lagging once they've advanced in their learning. We want to continuously challenge them. And so with these updates, which I definitely recommend, your education will grow alongside with the software. And you can see this through another value analysis that I've spanned over 4 years to include these updates. And so even with those costs, we are still providing you with more value.
Great, great.
Right, and so with the updates involved, would you now see how we're taking measures to ensure that you won't be left in the dust with outdated technology?
Yes, I understand and appreciate the value of these updates.
Great. Are there any more points that you'd like for me to elaborate, Ms. McDaniel?
No, I think you've clarified everything.
All right, so I just want to make sure I've recognized all of your needs and that we're on the same page.
Okay.
So from what I understand, you want to equip your nursing students with the ability to think critically and ultimately do better on their licensure exams?
Yes.
All right, and so Shadow Health is prepared to offer you the opportunity of full interaction in which they'll be able to learn to formulate diagnoses, and they'll do that independently by application. And we're also proponents of innovation, and we'll be encouraging creativity within your college. And I understand that universities run on a very tight budget, so we've also broken down the value of our product for you. And with all of that, I'd like to offer you a great deal in which you can get the next 3 updates with the purchase of our product at half off. And so with that value and with all that we've talked about already, I think that this would be a great addition to your curriculum. So would you like to sign to use our product starting in fall 2015?
Yes, I definitely would like to implement this in our curriculum. I would like to sign with you.
All right, great. We're so excited to work with you, Ms. McDaniel. If you could just sign right here, please.
Okay.
And we will have a product key available to you tomorrow morning. Great. And so I'm very optimistic on the impact that this is going to have on your college. And I'm sure that you're going to see great success very soon. And I have my business card right here for you.
Great. Thank
And
you.
it has all my contact information to, go ahead, give me a call if anything comes up, any concerns, and I will be keeping in touch with you in the next few days. Make sure the product key came in correctly. And so it's been a pleasure working with you. I certainly think you made the right choice. I hope you do too.
Yes, yes.
Great. So I'll be keeping in touch.
Thank you so much,
Go
Klaudia.
Gators. Thank you.